this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
First give of the game to the LSU product. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Here we go. All right.
Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. All right.
Fields looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Chip clear. Here we go, son.
Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he'll get it up to the 27. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Another one for Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 36-yard line.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. Big play pushes them beyond midfield. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. They'll try the right side with Cook. This is ahead for about 5. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're on the board.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd down and 10. Fields escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. On the move, headed right. He's going to let this go deep down the right side of the field.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered create on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. Wilson's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Hey, 5-51. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Back to the well again. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's complete to Wilson. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. Oof, not sure what that was about, but it skips off the crossbar. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds McConkey. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Getting up. Massive hit. The ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Well, right side, and Shakir has it.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. It's Allen out of the pistol. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a second quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hand off to the back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Easy. Here we go.
Another carry for him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down throw for Fields. This finds Smith. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Here we go, son.
Fields out of the gun. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he hits the deck after setting him up with 1st and goal. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here we go.
Fields to throw it. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. Cut near the goal line. And in, touchdown, New York. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He finds McConkey. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills at a deficit. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Forced out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He'll get this to Samuel. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
On 4th down, Allen. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bass now to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. No muss. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Right.
Fields looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Fields. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Now Fields. Completed to his running back. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL.
11.
Texas. Angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Here we go. Ready. Johnson. Right.
Working inside the red zone. Looking for some. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion going left.
Right.
Fields now, 3rd and long. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This a 39-yarder. Koo able to put it through. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Here's Smith on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go, Fly.
Here's the handoff. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Fields on first down. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go.
Fields throwing here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Working quickly here.
Jump clear. Left leg. Tonight.
Fields on third. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Koo able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They're out and set. First and 10.
What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Tries one back across his body, and it's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Shotgun snap to Fields. Buys time, and he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Jets push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's taken in by Samuel. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Allen setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. It's Allen out of the pistol. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go. Go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here we go, son. Good night.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Jets have it with a lead to start the fourth, but the win's not secure quite yet. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, son. All right.
Fields to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They kick the running back in motion.
Good night.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son.
Fields out of the gun. This throw is caught. Touchdown, New York. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
What's that?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Jump clear. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
2 yards the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4.
Thumbs up. Ready? Right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Cut.
Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Here we go. You got a mini base. Tonight.
Fields now on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Forget that it was 4th down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
Here we go, son.
Motion man right is Smith. It's a jet sweep. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards, but no more. It's going to be 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Jets looking like they'll start this season with a win.
Here we go. Tonight.
Give him 2 yards on the run. That leaves him 1 short and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go, son. 11. Up. Right.
Now it's Fields. Escapes the pocket. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Gets this to McConkey. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
Middle.
To throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Lad McConkey. So that brings up 4th and long.
Results in a 4th down.
Now to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
Bills 24.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw for Allen. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Lat McConkey. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And they pick him off again! And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown! Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets make it a 24-point ball game.
Bills 24.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Back at the 27.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And this isn't